Hey everybody, Jerry Bellini here from Recycled Parts for Art, and I am doing a video today on two items that I'm going to list in my Etsy shop, and they are vintage ledgers. And I think that you can't really tell from the photographs that I put in my Etsy store just how beautiful this is, so I just wanted to come on and show you some of the pages. So first of all, the book is approximately 13.5 inches, give or take, and by 8.5, 8 3/4 wide. The front cover is very thick and sturdy and beautiful, and the back cover is the same. The binding, however, the spine is gone. Okay, the outside piece here is gone. So that's what you have left, is the stitching. All right, it is a little over let's just say 2 inches wide, a little over 2 inches wide. And it is absolutely gorgeous. It's got a sticker on the inside, Morrill and Silsby stationers, job printing, book binders. And I think that's maybe who made the book. I'm not really positive about that, but the paper is in really nice shape, and there is quite a bit of writing in it. In the beginning of the book, there isn't as much writing, but as you get to the back of the book, there's a lot of writing. And I'm going to skip to right here where it dates the book. It's January 1901, it says up here, capital stock account. So the beginning of the book has some beautiful pages with some writing, with some numbers. You can see the paper, like I said, is really nice. And wait till you get to the back of the book, you're gonna die. Okay, so here, daily subscriptions. I love the way they kept track of all this stuff. And I'm gonna flip, okay? So now we've got some beautiful receipts in here. This is from 1908. And there's like a whole bunch of them here. And they are stapled or pinned. This has got like a safety, not a safety pin, a straight pin in there. And there's quite a few, and we're still in the very, look, we're still in the very beginning of the book. And you can see actually that approximately half of the book, well, it's probably not half of the book because the pages tend to kind of thicken out because of the things in there. So I would say maybe a third of the book is full of these extra receipts. And 1910. So the book spans from 1901 on, and I'm just going to kind of flip so you can see. And it's weird how they used a straight pin to, let me zoom in. And show you, can you see the straight pin? Actually, let me just pick it up. It's so hard to, this book is rather big and I want it to stay on camera. So they used a straight pin to hold the pages in instead of staplers. Okay, sorry for the camera shake. All right, back in frame. So I wanted you to get a good look at this. There's lots of writing on these pages, as well as these beautiful letters. Dear Sir, very truly yours. New York. The correspondence was going to New York. So look at how many of these pages have these beautiful letters, and then this beautiful penmanship to keep track of their things. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to flip to the section after all these pages. And as I showed you when I held the book up, see, like that. Now there is writing on the rest of these pages, but there are no receipts. So there's lots of nice writing. This book could be cut into sections, and some of it could be used for collage art, and you could actually make a separate book if you wanted to. Like say you wanted to take out a lot of the pages and use it in your collage. You could do that, and then you could retain the cover and make a new book, because you can see here the signatures. So you could probably cut this apart. No guarantees on any of this, but I'm just saying, if you were careful, if you were creative, you could probably, you know, do a couple different things with this. All right, so look, in the very back, some of the pages are empty. All right, this one's not. I just saw some empty pages. Here we go. Some empty pages. And look, it's got 504 pages, the book. So you see the girth of this thing? I mean, it's a really big book. Oh, here's a receipt just kind of laying in there. That'll stay there. And here's some empty paper. And there's probably about 75 pages of empty paper, I think, back here. Yeah, I would say 75. And the rest. And this looks like it's a pen. Yeah, it's a pen on here. So absolutely gorgeous, right? Look at the penmanship back in the day. So I just wanted you to see this book. So this is book number 1, and I'm going to show you book number 2. And I want to make sure I'm in frame, because as I said, these books are pretty big. All right, let's measure this one. I think this one, yeah, this one's much bigger. So that's 12, 15. I'm going to say it's almost 16 inches. So it's like 15 3/4 inches, approximately 15 3/4 inches tall. And it is 10 1/4 inches wide. Okay, wide. And the cover is really, it's really beautiful. I think it's some kind of leather, to be honest with you, but I'm not 100%. And look at the inside, is really nice. There is no sticker on the inside of this one. Let's measure the width of this one. And it looks like somebody tried to repair it with some tape back in the day, and the actual spine is missing. Either that or, yeah, I'm thinking the spine's missing, because this looks like leather. These little straps across here. So let's measure the width of it. 2 1/4 inches, and here's the back. And this puppy is heavy. Again, I think this book could be made into several books as well. And look at the thickness. If you can see that, the thickness of the cover, it's about 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch. Yeah, I'm going to say scant 1/4 inch. And here comes my husband. And the beginning, I'm going to show you how that looks. And this paper is a little more aged looking than the first one. And it's got these beautiful letters on the side. So there's nothing here in the front of this book but beautiful vintage paper. And you can see now that the book is open, you can see, I'm going to hold it up, the signatures. If you wanted to take it apart, you could. I bet you could. And make it into a couple of books. So this one, the paper changes. Did you notice that? There's just lines here, and now there's more of a grid. And this one is empty. Totally empty, waiting for your art. Yeah, to happen. So let's see how many pages we got here. 448 pages. Oops. 448 pages in this book. And I am not seeing a date anywhere. Well, it's actually it says the progress, flat opening, patent May 9th, 1893, blank book. But that doesn't mean that the book is from 1893. That just means when they made the patent. So I don't see a date on this. I'm going to venture to guess that it is either the late 1800s or the early 1900s, like the first book. But this one's empty, and this one's going in the Etsy shop too. And yeah, this has got to be leather. They're beautiful. So I just wanted to show you guys, and here's the edges, so you can see the edges. I'm going to show you the edges this way. And up here. And you can see the signatures here. All right, guys, that's it. I just wanted to come on and show you this. I'm going to take as many photos as I can, post them in with the listing, and try to, re-explain what I just told you. And there you have it. I've been finding quite a few ledgers in my adventures, and I plan on listing more of them. So I hope you have a blessed day full of love and art. And if you're into ledgers, check out my Etsy shop. And it's called Recycled Parts and the number 4 Art. And I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks for watching.